Alright, so I basically took everything that survived, and I have it written down on a sticky note, and I'll be throwing that at you as well as a few other small things, but you actually got quite a lot in the first drone op, so you guys should be fine with all of that, but it's pretty much a simple bulldoze op. 4 tanks going to be traveling up the MSR, and just eliminating whatever is left that comes to move at you with resistance. And air is going to clean up things like the helicopters and any other air assets. Like there was a thing of Shaheeds that survived. There was some other stuff that survived. So I'd have at least one plane with anti-air capability, but the others should have some anti-ground capability. If you can, maybe just have a unified loadout of, 3/4 bombs, 1/4 anti-air. That way, no matter what, you'll have some stuff. I'm going to spawn 2 cheetahs down at the airfield, though, but put them at angles where they can only shoot here. They can't shoot that way. So, at least you'll have air defense. With this runway, I highly recommend you take off and land from the same angle, so make sure you guys set up a net to do that. Because if you try to land through this way, you're going to completely blow around, then have to turn around, and you're still going to have to coordinate your landings there. So don't be silly. It's a 2-life op. If you survive and your vehicle blows up, it'll respawn in 60 seconds. I've already tested it. Everyone can change their pylons. Tank Triple R, I will be following you in a Hemet, and taking various positions as my little farps, essentially. Like, I'll stay about 1 kilometer behind you guys at all times, but I'm not going to start moving until we get to that little circle position, because by then you should have full ammo anyway. But yeah, this is just a fun little bulldoze, and you get to see how well you did in the first mission, and the dividends pay in this one. Are there any questions?
Can I get an AI, or do I have to 1 minute?
You can either go in another tank crew, or you can one-man.
Alright.
How does getting tanks moved up if they die work?
If you blow up and you don't die, I will bring the tank up to the FARP, basically the ammo vehicle I'm bringing. If you do die, I will teleport you to the FARP and, or I guess me, and bring the tank up as well.
Can you also bring up a repair Vic?
I will be driving the repair Vic up.
All 3. Yeah.
I have it all combined in one vehicle, and it's tested.
Okay.
So
there's only one of them.
Yeah, well, so no, there's one here, there's one here, there's another one here, and then there's the one I'm bringing. And if that blows up, then I've set it invincible on 3 fucking levels, and I'm about to push in and set it invincible on a 4th level. So if it still blows up, we blame Ian. That's what we do. Anyway, no, I'm kidding.
Don't worry, guys. The resupply is title card.
There is a spare one over here that I'll use, but again, I literally went in the server not 10 minutes ago and tried to blow the vehicle up, and I couldn't. So we're good.
Can we test it and drop a JDAM on it?
No, I already tested it. It's okay. It'll work. Damn it. Please. Please, God. All right. Any other questions with the op? 2-life op. Cool. Again, it's a 2-life op. I didn't give the pilots parachutes because I'm an asshole. Good luck.
I didn't need them.
Don't crash. No, I will just make sure that when I crash, I go with the plane. Are we all gonna be on 50? Naval tradition.
I mean, the RTO uses
I mean, I'm going to be on 50 if you need me, but I do recommend the pilots, like,
We don't have,
build a net.
We don't have long ranges. Okay.
You have long ranges built into the tank, and I set the radio coefficient to maximum, so it shouldn't matter.
Maybe something along the lines of, like, the tanks have a channel, we have 50.
I'll be on 50 if you need me.
And an air will be on a...
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, no, so that's where I have the second spare one. But yeah, I knew I had... Oh, no, I had 2 spares. Ha! So they can change their pylons on there. They're not allowed any exterior pylons. And this is the AO we roughly have here. I do have a thing of Yabin drones down here to send, and then I also have 4 Shaheeds. I'll be sending those later. And then I've got just a bunch of AA, and I'll be putting a bunch of like technicals and other fun stuff in as well, and then spawning infantry as it is needed, basically some insurgents and extremists to be mopped up, essentially. How are all of you doing? This will be a fun little, probably going for the full 2 hours style operation, but this is just a fun little armor-only op. With F-35s, because, you know, why not? I don't think we've ever played with F-35s. And if we did, it's been a long time, so have fun. Pilots are allowed to config their internal pylons however they want. They're not allowed any external pylons, because if they do, then I'll turn some SAM sites on and it'll get shot down, because when you put external pylons on, you're detectable. And then we have the tank convoy. This is only like a 12-man op, so it's just meant to be super simple, but, you know, fun. Because why not?
Check.
But I think all of the, like, actual dedicated AA was taken out for the most part, like the missile-guided stuff, so I only have some short-range shit here and there.
Again, 60 is command net.
Then I'll be bringing stuff from, like, the rear line up. Also, I did promise them those cheetahs, so let me get those in real quick. There goes Mac. I think he already prepped his kit. He's ready to go, and he's off. Let me go ahead and set my global real quick.
Are you on net? Do you have someone coordinating?
That probably would have been smart to have that coordinated before everyone took off.
I guess. Please call out the mean shit. And let us know whether you're on station or not. Or whether too many people are going off stage.
I want to check something real quick just to make sure I didn't goof it, but I'm like 99.9% sure I didn't goof it.
Rear check on 50.
Yeah. I max ranged it, so short ranges usually have a range of 1 kilometer, so these short ranges will have a range of a 10, but they're using the built-in one,
50.
so yeah, we're good.
Thank you.
Then I'll be spawning everything else from either outside of the map or within. Oh yeah, cheetahs. That's what I was. My brain processed too many things to.
Angel, get on 60.
Awaiting order.
Just to put those at angles that, again, will defend the airfield in case, like, some MI8s come up and they're all grounded for some weird reason. But there are plenty of targets to choose from if the F-35s want to start checking the route and pounding shit. And I've got some destroyed wrecks around reflecting, you know, what they've also destroyed as well. What's map FPS? With all the stuff spawned, we're still over 100 frames. Like I said in the previous stream, as long as we can make the server work with the black magic provided, it will be beautiful. We fixed the third-person issue. It literally took me 2 minutes. It was a weird syntax issue. How it happened, I have no idea, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Because it also wasn't there earlier, but it, like, magically appeared after the op. It was weird. I really hope we don't see 2 F-35s crash into each other. That would be unfortunate. Max playing with the VTOL setting. Neat. Yeah, they're multi-role, so they've got AA and should have AT capability as well. I just kind of mean for them to soften up targets, and if I find that they're killing every single thing, I'll just spawn more stuff until they have to RTB. But the tanks here are going to mainly also be clearing the ground units as well. And then as we get things set, I need to spawn a thing of bacon for myself real quick. And I swear that actually means something. 1 second. I think he's changing his pylons out because he doesn't have any fuel issues or whatnot. But anyway, tank's starting to bulldoze through the main force here. We just heard some AT fire. It potentially hit a vehicle. No, it missed. More AT going, but again, it missed. Alright, so now we're going to start deploying some vehicles here. Send 2 BMPs off to the from the flank, and we'll also send a convoy of cars to come in. And this is far enough for air to have a second to engage if they need to. Well, you know, preferably they would. And then we've also got a shit ton of Hiluxes, so get those set.
Here, any updates?
Nothing on the roads moving. I'm seeing some folks at a gas station. I'm just trying to PID, but I'm going to drop a bomb on them in a moment.
Yeah, it's some BRDMs.
All
If
enemy
I
under
do have
assistant attack.
shit moving around, I've got no actual contact, but you do have things moving around on the roads.
Oh yeah, they're coming from the eastern small roads.
Be advised, 2 times tanks down the MSR, 2 times tanks down the MSR, direct front of you guys.
Woo! That was the entire convoy immediately getting taken out except for 1 vehicle. Nice. And I can hit the PK and look, so that was Lolo or Brownie. Or just didn't credit them with the kills. Which, that's also potentially a thing, because I think these are just infantry kills, so who knows at that point.
Be
Or they
advised,
arm
I
it
can
into
drop
each
a
other.
JDAM on them.
Hard to say.
100% up to you if you guys want me to call in that JDAM, I can drop it on them.
I think they armored,
Feel free to send it as long
but
as it's not
they
the
just
whip.
allegedly dropped a JDAM on those 2 static tanks that didn't count their
Copy.
kills, so that just could be the FIRAWS weapon systems not crediting kills properly, which, you know, sometimes happens with heavily modded stuff. Delete the stuff back here.
No fucking stop! He died to the fucking bomb exploded.
He just blew himself up. He dropped the bomb too low and killed himself.
Are you telling me Brownie's family already blew up?
I think an F-35 just did a bomb dive and dropped the bomb too low and blew himself up in the explosion based off of what Karn just said.
Oh, I see.
One F-35 has gone down. Be advised, Triple R is ready to move up to the first fart position. We are just waiting for you guys to clear the zone. How copy? Alright, he didn't explode. Good. Alright, well, hopefully Ethan learns right there not to drop the bomb too low. And kill yourself. That is always pretty fucking funny when that happens, though. It's unfortunate, but it's also pretty funny. we're going to do another convoy of cars to come in from another random road. Be advised, Triple R is on the move to the first position. It's just in an op like this, there is a little bit much for me to juggle, so bear with me. I will be a little slow. What? Be advised, Triple R will be there in about 60 seconds.
Good copy, thank you.
Let's see how far these things get sniped out. Out of curiosity, if I were to send... We had quite a few helicopters.
It's negative on my end.
Be advised, Triple R has arrived. SPG-9 just got a hit on this tank, but it looks like it didn't hit anywhere significant. Interesting. So let's see how those 24s get close enough to actually do any serious damage. We see tanks getting detonated as well. I'll put them from over here. We had a few armored vehicles survive in the areas over here, so I'm able to pretty much plop those in. They're also taking out some of my long-range AT, which is pretty good. Because those can snipe from afar, the BRDMs with the missile launchers. I've got some vehicle assets hiding.
Just for your information, tanks are currently rearming.
And I can also stage...
All air assets, be advised, we do have contact to the south of the objective area.
Bit of infantry QRF groups come up, but yeah, this should be fine. I don't think the Syrians had any planes at that point. I think the only thing I have are MiG-21s and 29s. I don't have any MiG-15s. But the F-35s immediately flew over to the back line, and there go the two Mi-24s. I can throw a pair of Mi-20, not Mi, I can throw some MiG-21s later.
Sorry, tankers, there were some fighters that showed up. Did you have something you wanted us to hit, or was it just a report?
Let's let them go down a little bit more to gain some ground, because we have to cover this entire... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to cover 10 kilometers over the next hour 40, which will be doable. We just need to hustle. So we see them doing some field repairs, I think, to the one group that took some SPG-9 fire as well. But yeah, what's fun here is the driver can also get into the command gun and shoot at people as well, if need be, so that's always good. Okay, so it is counting some of the armor and air kills. I think it just depends on the weapon platform. Which, fair enough. But yeah, if you guys want to see anything specific thrown in, feel free to ask. I can try. But I'm not going to throw, like, MiG-29s and shit, because there's no way in hell they have those, you know? Biplane Armada versus 3 F-35s. Didn't someone do, like, a simulated video of, like... 10 F-22s fighting like the entirety of North Korea's Air Force, and they basically wiped every single airplane that they had. Didn't that happen? I don't remember the YouTuber, but I remember seeing that randomly on my feed like months ago, and it was like the funniest thing. I do not have a Hell Cannon, unfortunately. What is a Hell Cannon even from? I'm looking for CSAT stuff right now. There we go. Is there a hospital or a school for realism purposes? I don't think this map has those. But if there was, I would use ZEI to template them as military targets and then have the F-35 strike them because they're military targets. I don't have... What's a MiG-7? Hell cannon is improvised artillery? Ha! It's probably why it's from Hell, right? Yeah, that car got blown up earlier. I haven't even sent these yet. God damn. Improvised artillery from Syrian Civil War? I probably can... I do have artillery pieces that can do that, but... I'll wait till later. Okay, that was actually kind of sexy to watch. Damn. A MiG-7 is a MiG-3 modified? I don't know. I don't know what a MiG-3 is either. I don't even know if those are, like, modeled in Arma 3, to be perfectly honest. MiG-3 is World War II. Yeah, we're talking... Okay, no, I might... maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, air is just absolutely bulldozing stuff. Good. That's what I want to see. And then we'll have some infantry templated. I do have some garrisons already pre-made too. I just don't want to do like so many to the point it would lag the server too much. Because even this Black Magic server has its limits. I have ZU guns everywhere, but it's not gonna do much. I could totally like just spawn some though.
Go on, if you can see target 0, that's a tank.
Say again, target 0.
You can see on the map a target mark. That's an enemy tank.
No eyes on target.
Up here.
Oh, I have a BTR that somehow got stuck. That's funny. Yeah, all the infantry is either teams with AT or squads with AT. That was an SPG-9 that just hit him. And he might hit again in a second. Yep. So you can see the front armor plates here have been deaded because they aren't paying attention. They seem to just be going blindly forward. Tanks, this is command. If you also need any intermittent resupply, I can always come up to your position. You'll just have to be patient with me.
Good copy, thanks.
Yeah, we see stuff getting bombed from, like, everywhere. Just trying to give a lot of distance for air to basically come in and, you know, deal with targets. That AT fired point blank and missed, but back here, for example, we've got 3 of the F-35s off station. So what the tanks and air should be doing is coordinating so they're not, you know, blitzing ahead like this. Righto, Neko. I'm gonna need a second because as you can see, I'm got my hands full a little bit. He just got tracked. And now there's a tank shooting at him from up here. So now Karn's trying to maneuver his tank in front to take fire. That tank might be able to reload and get another hit off of him. The other 2 tanks are slowly coming up. Angel, I think, is staying on the rear and picking off any infantry. But they need to turn out and do some tracks. Speaking of, I should probably put some spares. Good enough. There's my tracers. Just that poor Haji can't seem to line up his shot. Let's go ahead and go, whoops, hit the back key a bit too far there. There we go. We want to go into the army again, and I want to get... three of those bad boys.
Hi, please pull up the fucking... Hi, Pete, please pull up the fucking...
Roger. Stand by. I will mark a new position.
Thank you.
But sometimes it's fun to do just a simple fun bulldoze up like this. Ooh, there's Mac flying over. New triple R position marked. ETA will be 30 seconds. And then while they, you know, go in for the triple R, I can have a little counterattack team come in. So we are constantly entertained. I mean, we're already on 144 with 22 armored deaths, 1 air death counted, and, you know, 12 vehicles, so...
Good copy. Let's keep going. Liru, go ahead and put the triple R to the enemy tank marker, please.
Hey, Khan, you got a flanking tank in your north-southeast marker.
Enemy air contact to the south again. Contact to the south again.
Say again, where's the tank?
To your southeast on mark.
They're gonna make me drive it manually, so I'm gonna drive it. Alright, this is triple R. I'm going up to that marker you provided. Getting shot at, but I think I'll be okay. I also took the liberty and added a few spare tracks to my vehicle's inventory, so if you need to stock up on spare tracks, I have them. I have arrived.
Hold on, mate. There's infantry pushing the triple R vehicle right now. Is Liru inside of it?
I'm inside of it, and I'm getting shot at, so if you could save me, that'd be great. Like, please? Hello? Hi? Yeah, now we're actually having some tank fighting here. Oh! I'm pretty sure air just accidentally splashed some friendlies. Because that round came from this way. Air, are you on that?
We are.
I think one of you just splashed 2 friendly tanks.
Oh boy. That may have been me.
That may have been me. Yeah, you want to confirm next time, broski?
Well,
yes, they're continuing pay. They're continuing the campaign, but they're not doing pay for pain. They vetoed that.
I can only apologize.
All right, well, respawns and triple R will be brought up.
Triple R Vic should be safe now. I cleaned up the infantry in the area.
This is why it's a 2-life, just in case someone does something silly. This is why I like bacon, by the way. It allows me to easily, like, just move people. And then you got Brownie alone up here. He can run back. It's because the other guy died. We can save Brownie. Most of those tanks were destroyed. We all became insurance claims. Jesus. Now I can start doing some of the silly fun stuff. Like this puppy. I can take these off. What were these? These were,
What the fuck is happening?
What do you mean?
Our ERA constantly is exploding.
I don't know. That's kind of weird. I'll try to fix it through the Zeus side. 1 second. There, should be fixed now. That was weird. No, Brownie bled out. No, Brownie. Rest in peace. Wow, those got spawn camped immediately. Huh. Brownie could not be saved. Well, anything that the Syrian army would realistically have.
Be advised, more eye contacts to the south. More eye contacts to the south.
Speaking of, I need to do like some convoy send-ups and whatnot. Let's see. Extremists, cars.
This is Rhino 2. I have no gun.
Oh, well, that got double splashed. Let's go ahead and spawn another set. I want some rockets and SPG-9s. Let's see if they find him. They looked at him. That was a gun run. Don't know what that was about. I'm sorry, what's this animation? He's doing the Macarena while he's doing medical. Wait a minute. He's onto something. Yeah, if you call for Triple R to come up, I can heal him. Stand by. Triple R is moving. Now we just have to hope we...
Can we save Brownie somehow?
Yeah. I thought you heard me. Stand by.
I only have 50 in the front.
Damn, he's on fatal. That's crazy.
He's still alive. You can save him, goddamn.
Alright, we're gonna pretend I gave him 2,000 milliliters of blood. Just call me if you find wounded people. Brownie, you lived. Congratulations.
Thank you, Liru.
Triple R is updating position. If you run into anyone like that, just bring me up and I will administer the blood.
Thank you.
Why did you drive all the way to debug corner? You silly goose.
This is Rhino 2, rejoining Convoy. Over.
Alright. What are we at? 30, almost 40 minutes, and we are... I want to say 40% through the operation, so we're making good time with this convoy. Put some more stuff down here. Is he VTOLing?
This is Ryan.
Huh. I don't know what Ethan's doing.
Approaching the aeronaut line from the...
But, he's not alive anymore.
Good copy.
Yeah, heard.
You know how you're not supposed to auto-hover helicopters in enemy territory because they'll just snipe you with rockets? Same thing applies to planes. Believe it or not. I was waiting for air contacts. You could literally do that over the Blue 4 territory and still pick them up on radar. Auto-hovering over, like, deep in the enemy AO on the border. What do you mean you're waiting for air targets? That's not...
Here, can you deal with the T-55?
What does that mean?
Never mind.
What does that even mean? You don't just hover. Am I being too mean? Or am I'm so confused. T-34s? Alright, 1 second. Let me have a little brain break here, because my brain hurt. My brain hurt. It hurt kinda bad. Over that one. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of I almost said Ian. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ian. I'm not trying to make fun of Ethan. It's because they're similar.
Go ahead
but,
and keep moving up the triple R.
Like, you don't just hover over the enemy AO like that. Right?
Enemy tank disabled and destroyed.
Because you just watched what happens when you do. I just rocket the shit out of him. I'm trying to get my techies in. I've got a lot of heavy firing ones. I'm just trying to actually get them into the AO. I do have an excess of BMP ones. But let me find an angle where I can spawn some techies here. Ooh. Silly, silly Ethan. Alright, it's about time we got those MiGs, right? Oh, that was the wrong key. Oh, no. Wait, Twitch, no, please, it was an accident. The M and N are right next to each other. Trying to type out MIG, and oh, shit. No. Well, everyone, it looks like we're getting Twitch banned. Have a good time. Have a good one, everybody. Oh. Oh, no. It's 07 it. Yep. Hey, why aren't the T-34s moving forward? Guys, load, thank you. I know too, I thought it would be from Wade saying his gamer words in Stillwater, but no, it's me just accidentally mistyping. Damn.
Hey, contact be advised, MiG-21's in the air. Southeast of the objective.
What objective?
MSR, same shit.
Jesus. You're about to see some symbolisms change. Oh, no, wait, there. Oh, no, they got hit. One dodged. I can't even go in his POV because his thing's just that effed. Ooh, it's the rockets, man. Yeah, that lead Vic should probably step aside because AT is starting to punish pretty hard.
Air contact, and once again down, you guys are clear.
That one's still in the air, but I think they're all dogpiling the poor MiG. I think Ethan just gun-runned it. There, I was trying to VBIED it, but unfortunately it blew me up just before I got there. Alright, everything off to the side, I'll go ahead and delete. All the bodies back here, I can go ahead and delete. Because, you know, this is also just going to increase server performance. Anyhow. Well, you can see that air is pretty much cleaned up a majority of these. What I can do, though, is launch the Shaheeds. Because there was a Shaheed thing over there.
Liru, continue with the triple R vehicle, please.
Roger, where do you want it moved?
Current position.
Roger. I can attempt to pull it. Based off of the distance, I'm going to need about 2 minutes, if you guys don't mind holding, or you can push on.
We will continue, don't worry. Just
Okay.
close.
آماده دستورم. شنیدم. دریافت شد. فهمیدم.
This is what I call the scary corner, because there's a few scary things in this corner. Paratroopers implies I could get a helicopter or plane in the AO to actually drop stuff off. That's what I call the shake and bake. Autocannon his ass. That was 100% worth it. I'll give it a minute or two before I actually go up there and kill them. I just realized I don't think I need to use the TP to... No, with the teleport with Zeus, though, I have to. That's why. Okay, it doesn't affect map markers. Alright, command has moved up to the position.
Drones tanks be advised we have drones in the air. Enemy drones in the air.
Ooh!
Seems to be directly above your position.
Might want to check that tank for survivors. Don't mind me, I'm just throwing monkey wrenches into your plans. Just classic Liru behavior. Now I gotta wonder, are they repairing or what are they trying to do? Alright, let's see. What do you think, some angry locals to come up and fire RPGs at him? I think that's a good one. Poor Daz. He's trying. Rome, that's a good question. I don't know yet. Got a few ideas, but we'll see how things play out. Also, rip my T-34s. Alright, let's throw in a bunch of T-55s. 5 is a very foreign number for something like that. And then a few SPG-9 cars from the flank. Those are all my, like, super heavy assets, by the way. Like the Shaheeds, the drones, and the helicopters. Like, those were the only, like, big things that survived. Now he's trying to disable those with GP-25s and whatnot. Or, no, GPUs, excuse me. Here, I'll put the fire out. That thing's gonna burn indefinitely. It's also out of fuel, so they're gonna have to call me up, which they haven't yet. I don't have 2 T-62s, though.
Alright, can we get the triple R Vic cord up?
Roger, standby. Deja vu time. You're just watching one brave Haji fighting what he considers the infidels. There is an alien mod. It's a little buggy, but it works. Just don't let the face huggers touch you. They'll insta-kill you. And don't let them touch Space Marine skeletons, because where they latch on, it looks like they're latching on at dick level, and you don't want to know what Slaneshi horrors get created with that one. Because the face gets put at the crotch. So it looks wrong. That's all I'm going to say. It looks very, very wrong. Alright, I have arrived. And that rocket almost hit me. I'm here. Ooh, rocket. Just goes to show how things happen. I'm gonna be honest, I would really love to do some like Congo stuff and some PMC stuff as well. But we'll see. I know we're gonna bring another Anti-Stasi rotation in because I find, you know, looting really fun, but could be a multitude of anything, really. I need to spend a lot of today kind of like finishing up the last bits of ops I need to do, and then start looking ahead. Because a lot of my like major wedding stuff is like done. There's just some like lesser needed activities that don't demand like my entire day, for example. That also need like a bunch of additional prep time. Yes, I do need to bring back German Stargate because I think now the server, like, we can risk playing that again. Because I still owe 2 more missions. Ian, don't worry. It's not. It has to do with DDoSing, not actually the server. Don't worry. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not blaming you for anything. That entire convoy just got blasted. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason third person wasn't working on the Star Wars mission was because there was like an extra set of quotations and an extra equal sign around where the third person indication was. And when I took that out, it fixed it. But it wasn't there when I looked at it the first time. But it at the same time, after I took that out, then it suddenly worked. So there was something weird with the syntax there, but yeah, it was weird. I don't know. You know, what can you do? What's P11, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, Project 11, yeah, Project 11 will continue. It's just the final there is the pay for pain part of the final. But there's still gonna be, like, wonder weapons and shit. Those are for the individual projects and whatnot. It's just, yeah, there's no pay for pain elements for it anymore. We might bring it back for when we start running into Op 4, because by then the campaign should be more balanced, but it'll also just depend. Because I know that over 50% of the player base that plays on that slot doesn't like it. Why is Jesse taking a drink? That is not how F-35s drink water, Jesse.
Tanks, be advised, the town you're heading into is heavily armored.
Yeah, F-35 thirsty, right?
Garrison, you mean?
Everything.
Everything.
It's a lot of everything. We have been softening it up. It hasn't had a lot of effect, though.
Guess he might have gotten knocked to debug. No, we're good. Oh, Ethan's immediately going for air. He's hungry. That's another heli down. That's all of the helicopters down. This is just meant to be a fun steamer, but at the same time, this is what happened. A lot of the gear wasn't used, though. It was just bombed on the ground, but this is to show what, you know, would have happened if they had the mains to actually crew all that stuff. But I always love it when these little barricades get created. They get put into little RPG ambush positions. He might get a follow-on shot. He does, and then another machine gunner gets him. But yeah, I think equipment-wise, like, I don't really have anything else here. Because, again, the player base did a really good job in the first stop of knocking out at least, like, 70% of the stuff. And then all the dynamic convoy stuff that got through, I've already spawned a majority of it. Except for, like, the transport trucks and stuff, because that's not going to fight tanks, you know? Okay, a battalion of infantry is 1,000 people. Say again?
Hold up. My vehicle, please.
He just made me take a nap. Yeah, I'd love to. You have some sort of Hilux with a fast-firing rotary cannon that just drove by and blew me away. Give me a second. It's speeding off, though, from your rear, so I think it's coming from your north.
Yep.
See, I made the resupply truck invincible. I didn't make me invincible. And air just tapped it politely. All right. Well, so the thing was, I didn't have that. I did have at least, I think, 10 helicopters on the in the template mission, like on the ground in various areas, most of them got destroyed by drones. And then we did have like a helicopter patrol going around of MI8s. I mean, you just saw them get immediately sniped out of the sky, so it doesn't matter, you know? Oh, cool, I'm gonna get a kill. I don't think it counts vehicle runovers, but yeah. C'est la vie. Anyway, driving triple R now. I'll stop when I see you guys.
Thank you.
Fuck ton of smoke. Alright, see you guys. Pulling off-road on the left, and I will stop between these two tanks here. Updating position now. We're pretty much at index, though, admittedly, because, I mean, everything else is dead. And it doesn't look like it, but they got 470 infantry kills, 40 vehicle kills, 68 armored kills, and 11 air kills. Like that. Yeah. So, even though it actually felt super casual in this mission, this was a very productive op in terms of kill counts. Best I can do now is...
Just out of curiosity, how many vehicles are in the river?
There is an F-35 in the river.
Is it alive, though?
No. Vehicle-wise, it looks like there are only 2, funny enough. The other ones are either damaged on the bridge or they were able to cross. Oh, nope, I found a 3rd. There's 3 tanks in the river, but AI tend to panic when they're getting harassed by air assets. Oh. McTavish, it looks like the whole village is trying to kill you. Does anyone even understand, like, old Call of Duty references anymore? Probably not. Yes, I am excited for Devour's next Gears of War operation, but he told me a week or so ago that it's going to take a month for him to make it, so... We'll get there when we get there. But yeah, this op went fast. We're only past an hour, so this ended up being an hour of game time, so... We'll have another, like, you know, 10-ish minutes or so, but... At this point, there isn't really much left for me to do. 35s did their job. And they're all RTB right now. That's funny. But I think they're rotating their tanks out, so... Oh, fuck. Brownie, Stanley, guys, I know you're cursed and you always think you die as side characters, but please don't try to fuck the corpses of vehicles to make it work, okay? I believe in you. Needs more AI. Dude, look at their kill count. For 12 people. This is pretty fucking good. I don't think it needs more. Trust me, they won. It's over. It's okay. They won. They can go home. How much more of a slaughter do we need? Oh, oh, that's Ethan. I thought he was a tank just flying away. I'm like, oh no. I have an idea. Gentlemen. Oh no, no, the 35s, they already smelled it. No, no!
Enemy bomber wing inbound from the south.
Oh god! Oh fuck!
been negative.
Oh, God. What's the FPS? It's playable, I can give you that much. We're over debug, so yeah, 45's playable. I think these all just went to defend only. Yeah, they realized their mistake. Yeah. You ever seen an episode from Discovery Channel or Animal Planet where it's like a giant ball of fish spinning around and it's just sharks constantly like going through it and biting all the fish? This is the modern day equivalent of that. The modern day equivalent of taking candy from a baby. Yeah, it's just all of a sudden, every F-35 in the region. And it's funny because the AN-2s are actually trying to dogfight with the F-35s. Like, you can see them actually, like, trying to line up and get on their tail. That's the funniest part. Anyway, how are these guys doing? Are they still resupplying?
Ground, be advised, some bombers have broken through the
yes.
attack. You guys will have some air contact shortly.
Yeah, just leave 1 or 2 to dogfight them, and then the rest go back and resupply, get your ARAMs back. And continue to bully them. It's that easy. Yeah, it's like hawks pigeon hunting for fun, exactly. Yeah, they're going so fast they can't even line up a gun run. I am not assuming direct control. I knew one of you would ask that. Hey, Liru, can you RC it and try to dogfight an F-35 in a biplane? Look, I'm good, okay? I can shoot down a Sky Warden with a biplane. I don't think I could shoot down an F-35 with this biplane. There is a clip of me shooting a Sky Warden down, or technically an A-26, but I don't think I could do it with an F-35. Like, even the tanks are shooting at the... Wait, why are you dropping your bombs now? Okay, I've got 1 bomb. I got this.
Incoming!
So close. And then the F-35s come by and shoot down the rest of them. I don't think he's recovering from that one.
Yep.
Well, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. What is that, a 34? Yeah, it's a 34. And now it's a burning wreck. Yeah. There you go, 541.
Be advised, apparently one of the F-35s tried to mount one of the barracks at base.
I see.
Oh, man.
Get him, T-34! Full engine! Full engine! Okay, he's dead. So none of you can say, well, Liru, you didn't try to VBIED anyone. I tried twice, and I get blown up. No, I don't think Azarai could kill an F-35 with a biplane. If it's player v player, definitely not. AI, maybe. AI, anything's possible. Oh, shit. Alright, this will be the last thing IRC. Are you trying to shoot at the F?
Hope you have fun there, LCPL go.
If I wasn't following Daz, I might have actually been able to shoot Mr. Miner down with the, yeah. Alright. Main objective has been completed. Stand by for index. Brawlo, thanks for the 26 months resub, buddy. Hope you keep enjoying the operation so we get a nice kick out of this scenario. God damn. There might be a dev stream tonight or a, whatchamacallit, Reforger stream tonight.
Poppies have been kicked.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the final stats. Hope you had fun. Only thing I'll say is if you're in an F-35 and you auto-hover in an F-35 above, a thing that can shoot you down, I'm gonna shoot you down. I was in a rocket techie with the, the rocket gun pod. And above me was an F-35 that just hovered for me. So I shot him, and he died. That was pretty funny.
You just didn't know that it was a stealth plane.
Yeah,
right, it's a stealth plane. Yeah, right.
You just didn't know.
I couldn't lock on, so I just, sent it, and it hit, so.
Who was
yeah.
the one that destroyed the
I apologize for bombing you. Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
and there was a friendly bombing. That was pretty funny.
Bombs on friendly tanks, never before seen.
One of the players survived, though. Brownie did.
I was sitting there, and I was just chilling, and then I was like, oh, what is this strange object coming towards me?
I watched it happen to you, too, and I'm like, huh.
Literally, there were so many dots along the highway, and I just was like, okay, those are some white dots, those are some white dots. That's a cluster of dots. That one must be good. Let's hit that cluster. And then I was like, is that the green cluster of dots? And then you blew up.
So funny. I killed like 2 vehicles by just shooting through a building.
Alright. We might be back later. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.
You hit me directly.